Hi guys, I just got the Christmas gifts in here. So, I am doing this video as an update to my weight loss journey. So, I haven't made one of these in a while. I think I did a 6 month. In October, it was 6 months from surgery. Can I help you? Okay. So it's been 6 months since I had surgery in October. So I'm now 8 months out. Next month will be 9 months. Actually, on Christmas Eve, it'll be 8 months. A couple weeks ago, I actually reached the milestone of 100 pounds lost, which I'm very proud of that. But I know that there's still a lot of work to do, and now I'm coming into the 9 month to 12 month where the honeymoon phase, as everybody calls it, is over. So it's easier to regain weight than lose weight at this point. So I really need to start working on that, as well as it's going to get harder for the pounds to come off versus when you initially have the surgery. So, like I said, I reached the 100 pound mark. I still have another 30 to 40 pounds. I'm trying to do the math here. Yeah, 30 to 40 pounds. 50 would be fantastic, but I can do with a 30 minimum, preferably 40 more pounds to lose. To get to my ideal weight. I'm feeling better. I have more energy. I'm still not fully used to my body. I look back at pictures that were taken in September, and while I know realistically I've lost weight since September, like I compared it to a picture that was literally taken 12 days ago. Compared to September, you can definitely see there's more weight loss, but when you see on the scale that it's not moving, it's just, that's where it gets frustrating. So right now I'm kind of in the body dysmorphia field. I know I've lost weight. I can see it on my face in the mirror. My clothes are fitting different, like even buying clothes, they're different. I actually got into a size 10 jeans the other day. I have not gotten into size 10 jeans in, God, at least 10, 15 years. But like you look at the scale and the scale hasn't moved in a while, or it just kind of stays around the same. But it's like things are fitting differently, so I know stuff is happening. I know that I'm gaining a little bit of muscle mass because muscle weighs more than fat, so it's just kind of all playing around. So I'm having a lot of non-scale victories. Another one was my mother came for Thanksgiving. I actually had to get a new band for my iWatch because the one that I purchased for my watch when I got it as a Mother's Day gift this year was the medium large. And when I put it on initially, I like had, and this was just after surgery when I got it, I was like maybe 3 spots in, and it got to the point where I ran out of spots on the small side. I had no more holes for it. So I had to get a small medium one, and even at that, I've only got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 holes left on this one. There's more holes on the larger side than there are on the getting smaller side. I don't suspect I'll get any smaller, but I'm so happy that I was able to get into a small medium watch band versus the large watch band. So that was really exciting to me. What else? I've been getting rid of clothes like crazy. Like I'm slowly now starting to replace shirts. This has been the difficult part for me because pants I've been replacing, because my whole thing is, you know, I can wear a shirt that's big and baggy. It's not going to go anywhere. It's just going to might not look the best on me because it's going to be so big and baggy. Pants, on the other hand, you're walking around and they're too big. You're not going to have pants on any longer. So I've been kind of more keeping up with pants for clothing. And I am now starting to slowly, like, as I find like a t-shirt here and there, buying it in a smaller size. And when I buy a new one, I get rid of an older shirt. So I've been kind of doing that. I need to figure out a way to take in, my mother-in-law is going to help me with this, my llama pants. Crystal and I have these pajama llama pants that I just absolutely love. I actually have 2 pairs on because I love them so much. And I can't wear them anymore because they literally, like, I stand up, they go down. They're way too big. They are from Lane Bryant, their size 18-20. The smallest size that Lane Bryant made in them were 14-16. And actually these pajama pants that I have on now, I got at Old Navy, and they are size large for Old Navy women's. Like, not even men's large, they are actually women's large. And then the shirt underneath it to go with it is a women's extra large. I could have gotten a large, I could have gone down to a large for a top and a medium for the bottoms, but they would have been just a little, I know I'm still losing and stuff, but they would have been just a little bit tight and such, and I didn't want tight. And I told my husband, I'm like, I'm okay with these, the pants especially. The pants have a drawstring where I can tighten them if I need to. Can I help you, sir? I guess not. So I've been trying to buy new clothes. Shirt wise, I was purchasing, like, I felt like I couldn't even wear women's size shirts. Like, I'd go into Old Navy and their 2X shirts just were tight and they didn't fit right on me. Now, like I said, I've got an extra large shirt that I really could have gone into a large. I was buying typically men's shirts in like 2 to 3X. Prior to surgery, like, my llama shirt with the pants was a 3X, and that thing is like pajama gowned on me now because it's so big. My husband was laughing the other day when I put it on, and he's like, seriously, you don't even need pajama pants with it now because it's just hanging off you. And I'm typically fitting into like large, extra large men's shirts, just depending upon the cut and where it comes from. I've noticed, like, Walmart men's shirts are small, on the smaller side than the women's, or not women's shirts. So, like, I have a shirt that I actually bought when I went to the meetup last year that, honestly, looking back at pictures of the meetup, this shirt was too small. Now it's like way too big, and it was a 2X, I believe. So even like that, I could go down a size. I still, like I said, I still don't see myself as I am. I still see a little bit of the bigger person, not as big as what I was at my max weight. Because on the flip side, when I was at my max weight, I had body dysmorphia of almost believing I was smaller than I actually was. I didn't want to believe I got to that point and got that big. So I just kept telling myself, oh, you're not that big. Oh, you're not that big. Oh, you don't, the scale's just lying and such. But when it got to the point, like, where going to SeaWorld and I couldn't ride rides because I was too big, or I was over the max weight of certain things, even like our ladder to go up and down our attic. Technically, I shouldn't have been using because I was over the max weight for that. So just little things added up, and then when my doctor brought it up to me and my blood pressure was still on the rise, even with medications, I was having side effects from medications. I think it was my blood pressure medication. I was having a lot of problems from it. I was getting really, really bad muscle cramps. And I always believed it was from dehydration. And some of it was. But currently I'm not drinking as much water as I should. I know it. Everyone knows it. I get yelled about it. I do it. I drink as much as I can in a day. Beforehand, when I was at my heaviest, I was drinking 2 to 3 liters of water a day, which 2 liters is probably where you want to drink. And I was drinking 2 to 3 a day, and I was feeling thirsty all the time. And I would just get these horrible, horrible muscle cramps. Horrible. Like, I would be sleeping and I would be screaming because it would wake me up. And it wasn't just like here or there. It was to the point it was getting nightly, and no matter, like, I cut out sodas completely because of the cramping. And pretty much just stuck to water. I would drink pickle juice. I would drink different things like Drip Drop. I would drink Pediasure, Gatorade, Gatorade Zero, Gatorade G2. I would take the muscle cramp pills that you can buy at Walmart. Like, nothing was working, and it was horrible. And touch wood, since I've been off the blood pressure medication, I've maybe had like 1 or 2 actual leg cramps. So those have kind of gone away since I got off that medication. Beforehand, my doctor had taken me off my cholesterol medication thinking that was causing it. But even after coming off that, I was still getting the cramps. So I'm really thinking it was the blood pressure medication. My blood pressure has still been really good. There are some times when I go into certain doctors that it's a little bit elevated. And one of those doctors is going into my surgeon. Just, it's basically doctor anxiety, going in and seeing, like, I don't feel like I'm doing a well enough job, so that they're going to yell at me, so then I get anxious, and then your blood pressure goes up. But when I go in to see my regular doctor, I'm really calm and relaxed with her, and typically my blood pressure is perfectly fine. Actually, last time it was on the low side, so that's a big improvement. My diabetes is still, I'm not taking any medication. I still eat carbs. I eat more than I should. I already know that. But I'm not having any of the diabetic symptoms that I was having before, or that I needed to be on it. So the only things that I'm still on are my antacid and my thyroid medication, aside from the vitamins that I have to be on the rest of my life, and my allergy pills. But the antacid, they figure around a year you should be able to come off of it. And actually, I tried something because I'm on a prescription strength, and I was just curious if I could get away with the non-prescription strength. And sure enough, like, I've, in 10 years, never been able to take a non-prescription strength antacid without having to literally take, like, the over-the-counter Prevacid, and then have to take, like, Tums and other things with it because it still wasn't cutting it. They changed me to Prilosec, and I was taking the over-the-counter Prilosec for a couple weeks just to see, and literally I realized I could take it every other day or every 2 days, and I would be fine. And the only time I'd start feeling like the antacid feeling is if I would lay down after eating, or if I ate something super spicy that day, like some hot queso or spicy queso, some spicier Mexican food. So I literally was excited about that. So I'm hoping around a year I can come off that one. And then the thyroid pills, they're still testing me. The last time I was on, which way? I was to the point where they can probably lower it, and that's what she's hoping to do the next time I get my levels rechecked next month. And she's hoping that I will be able to, once she does that, they'll be able to drop my thyroid medication with the weight loss. So I'm excited about that. My goal, one of my goals too with the weight loss, was to get off majority of my pills. So far I'm already off 2, so my pills have been cut in half. And I'm hoping to soon, like, literally reduce the thyroid medication, hopefully, and possibly just get off the antacid, which would be fantastic. So those have been some good things. trying to think of what else. Going to movie theaters. Like literally my family went to a movie now. I dreaded, I always wanted to get in those like big comfy recliner chairs, not just because they're big and comfy, but because I always felt like I was cramped in the regular chairs, regular theater seats. I always felt like I'd have to put the elbow rest up between me and my son just so I could have a little bit extra room because I felt so confined in them. And like tonight going to the movie, I didn't even have to lift the armrest up. I literally was able to pull my legs up and like sit in the chair that way and get comfy in the chair that way, where I never used to be able to do that before because A, my legs would not fit that way. B, I can scoot over and still have room for my legs in the chair now. So things like that, like I brain-wise, I can see it, I know it, but then when it comes to things, sometimes I still see myself as the fatter person. So I know that's going to take some time, and I knew that was common. Other than that, I can't think of anything else that has been new. Just getting rid of old clothes and getting into new clothes. And I know this isn't the best thing to be in for this video, to see like a full body, but I know some people have even commented because my face is a lot thinner. The other thing is my hair is thinning out. I'm hoping that grows back soon. And that once again is a common thing with weight loss, whether it be the sleeve or bypass like I had. So I know I have some people out there that want to know how things are going with the weight loss and such. So I hope this helps anybody and encourages anybody that's thinking about it. And I will see everyone in the next video. Bye!